Hello students. So in this presentation we discuss aphorism number 283 to 285. So here Dr. Henneman tells us small dose of similimum is administered just stronger than the patient's natural disease so that it produces artificial medicinal disease, but it should be just little stronger to avoid the homeopathic aggravation. If physician prescribes wrong remedy due to weak mind, then new symptoms are produced of this wrong remedy. The disadvantage of production of symptoms of wrong remedy are overcome by vital energy usually. Correctly chosen remedy then administered which repairs it and extinguishes the symptoms due to wrong remedy. So here Dr. Henneman gives us the guidelines that if the new symptoms are produced due to wrong remedy administration, then vital energy can absorb these wrong symptoms and can overcome it. But correctly chosen remedy then is administered, which also repairs it and extinguishes the symptoms which are produced by wrong remedy. And otherwise, all of you know that if this wrong symptom, that is wrong remedy producing new symptoms, if they persist and they don't disappear, then Dr. Henneman has already told us to antidote it. Not to say that it is not mentioned here, but this I have discussing with you because of the reference of this production of new symptoms due to wrong remedy, which is called as medicinal aggravation. So if such thing happens, then the vital energy can absorb it, or second, the second right remedy administered can extinguish this symptom, and third, if they persist, physician should antidote it. So we go further. Aphorism number 284, that is roots of administration of the remedy, and very important point is that you can administer remedy to mother and through mother's milk it is reaching the infant. And in the footnote it is mentioned that sulfur can be given during pregnancy to the mother, which will provide the prophylaxis to the baby. So let's understand what is discussed. Besides tongue, mouth and stomach, olfaction and inhalation through mouth are the main routes of administration. So skin ailments are given medicinal solutions. So through skin also the homeopathic remedies act. So the routes of administration are tongue, mouth, stomach, olfaction, that is the inhalation through mouth and nose. Skin ailments are given medicinal solutions. So this is also route of administration if required. But all of you know that Dr. Henneman has strictly prevented us to apply the ointments to the skin ailments. But it is just a route of administration if necessary. So the internal medicines are given through these routes. The footnote now we discuss nursing mother's milk has power which provides nutrition to the infant. So as such this is a universal truth that the mother's milk has power which will provide nutrition to infant, as well as the medicines given to mother can reach infant through her milk. Every disease in child can be treated by moderate dose of similimum which is given to nursing mother. New citizens of world that is mentioned in the footnote means the newborns. They get sora through mother's milk and if not inherited through milk of wet nurse. So this is the actually not disadvantage, but this is how the baby can get the sora from mother. If the baby has not inherited, so baby can get the tendency to suffer from disease, the chronic fundamental miasm sora, through mother's milk. Antisoric treatment can also be given through mother's milk. So there is answer to this, that the antisoric treatment can be given to mother. Mothers are given during pregnancy antisoric treatment. Sulfur is given in dynamizations, the as mentioned in the aphorism 270, that is about 50 millisiemens scale. So let's go further. The routes of administration of the remedy, the main point is the mother's milk to the infant. So this sulfur administered is destroys the sora, the mother of chronic disease. So during pregnancy, antisoric treatment can be given which removes sora in mother and in fetus. Thus, antisoric remedy protects the posterity, that is, future generations in advance. So, pregnant women treated like this have given birth to more healthy children. This is confirmation of Sora theory discovered by me. That is what Dr. Henneman writes. So the most important point in the footnote is that you can treat the infant through mother's milk. The infant can inherit sora, or the sora can transfer from mother to the infant, and so we can administer antisoric treatment also to mother, and which will be getting transferred to the infant for its betterment. So the pregnant women are often given sulfur to remove the soric miasm, and the babies born are more healthy children, and this is confirmation of Sora theory discovered by Dr. Henneman. So these are important findings are noted by Dr. Henneman. The aphorism 285 writes about the bath. So cure of very old disease is by applying local applications, rubbing in back, arms, extremities by same medicine which is given internally also. But physician should not apply this to the parts which are in pain, spasm, irritation and skin eruption. So a little different discussion is given here in this aphorism. So in the footnote 1, Dr. Henneman writes, marvelous cures not frequent, where deformed patients took baths whose skin was sound, and probably its medicinal constituents were homeopathically related. So here just Dr. Henneman is mentioning this important point, that those patients who had very normal skin and they went for the some baths, say mineral baths, they were cured, and the reason was probably its medicinal constituents were homeopathically related. So these mineral baths probably acted through normal skin of patient. Mineral baths were injurious to patients whose skin eruptions were suppressed. So patients had who had skin eruptions, and if they went for the mineral baths, then what happened? The suppression resulted, and the inner life principle now took inner uncured malady to affect more important organs of life. Means if the patients had some skin disease and they took the bath, the skin disease was due to some internal malady, and now this skin eruption got removed, and what happened? The internal malady was not cured, and it started affecting more important organs of life. So suppression resulted. So we continue with the footnote. At times, ocular nerve became paralyzed and produced amaurosis. So these were the results of the patient with skin diseases who took mineral baths. So what were the results? Hearing is lost. Asthma or apoplexy would end the patient's sufferings. Fundamental principle of homeopathic physician is he never gives medicine to the patient whose effects are not tested on healthy human beings. So Dr. Henneman advises, and the cautions is given that never prescribe any medicine whose effects are not tested on healthy human beings, and does not prescribe on mere conjectures. Conjecture means opinion formed on incomplete information, or in past or elsewhere the remedy has helped in any disease. So not remedy is not prescribed on any imagination or opinion formed on incomplete information. So physician not having complete knowledge about the effects of medicine, then he should not prescribe this medicine. This is conscienceless, means the physician is not following the principles. And this venture means the daring journey of physician, then the philanthropist homeopath will not make. So the philanthropist means the one who are helping, those who are beneficial effects are resulted. So the homeopath will not do and take such action, and maybe allopath may take such action. A genuine physician will never send the patient for several mineral baths. Violent drugs are not given. So if the drugs are misused, then become violent and dangerous drugs. The ignorant physician sends thousands of patients to these baths. So one or two are cured due to homeopathicity, or apparently half cured cases are proclaimed cured. So maybe the old school physician who sends the patients by his ignorance, by his lack of knowledge, to undergo the mineral bath, then patient may be left half cured, but then he will proclaim that he has cured such patient. Hundreds of such patients become worse. Others will be still more worse, ready for journey of peace, means eternal peace. That is, they are on the road of death. Now, numerous number of graveyards are around these spas. Spas means centers for the massage or bath. A true homeopathic physician never acts without principle, and he will never give the violent drugs whose effects are not tested. So violent drugs are not given. He never plays with the life of patient. He will never expose the patient to violent drugs. He will not send with good luck to take the bath. So it is not that the homeopath will send the patient to the baths just by wishing him luck. So it's not a correct action of the homeopath, and a homeopath who has principles will never take such action of sending patient to the baths. In order to get rid of sick in an acceptable manner, treatment is improper by old school physician. So just to get rid of the sick patient, the maybe old school physician will send him for baths. And we will continue the further discussion next time of the aphorisms, because these were very important footnotes. I have kept the discussion short. Okay, thank you.